So, welcome back everyone, and this is a bit of a different type of video because usually you see us urban exploring and everything, but to be honest, right now with this channel, I want to take a bit of a different angle. Urban exploring is amazing, right? We see these sick, insane places and you guys seem to like it so far, but there is honestly only so much we're able to do around that topic in New South Wales. We'd have to be traveling a lot more, spending a lot more money, and right now, where we are with this channel, which is great, I'm really happy with it, but I don't make any money off of it. I am trying to live off what I make full-time because I work full-time, and right now traveling everywhere, filming more content to do urban exploring is just not feasible, which is totally fine, but it means we're going to have to mix up the content a bit until we can travel a bit more. So I hope you guys enjoy this kind of video. Right now behind me I have my 2002 BMW 540i, and basically I dailied this thing for about 6 to 8 months, and I'm just going to talk about why owning a BMW of this age, things that are good and things that are bad about it pretty much, because everyone hates BMW for being unreliable. Well, not everyone hates it, but a lot of people think BMW is completely unreliable, and well, to a degree they're somewhat right, because this is 20 years old right now and it has cost me too much in maintenance. But just to feed all of you urban explorers, we are going to head down south to this really cool lookout called Hill 60, which we've been to before, but we're going to take this on a drive today. The weather is somewhat nice, so we'll head down there, get a bit of footage. There's some cool bunkers we can kind of go in. It's a sick lookout. Definitely one you guys should check out. It is completely open to the public, so I'll link the address in the description below and I'll put it on the screen here. But Hill 60 is a great place to go and chill, and I'm basically just going to be talking about this and how it is to own pretty much. If you're a young adult like me, I'm 19. The money I put into this has all been mine. I don't daily this at the moment. I daily a 94 E34 5 Series, which is just a straight 6, which is actually a lot more reliable and easy to maintain than this beast. As much as I love this thing, it is somewhat of a headache. So let's get on to it. As far as modifications, I've been wanting to modify this thing for a long time. So obviously nothing crazy, just cosmetics for now, because the engine in that thing is a 4.4 litre V8 and it is just not worth tampering with. It's worth putting money to fix it up. You can hear someone's doing a burnout somewhere in the distance. It is worth keeping it stock and just doing some cosmetic stuff to it, because honestly it doesn't need much else. It's got almost 300 horsepower. It's a fun car. It handles well. It has a lot of space. It is a bit boaty, so I want to put it on BC coilovers right now. It's completely stock, but that's for the future. This disgusting mess of a garage, but here we have the E39 M5 style bumper. This one is not a Mars Performance bumper. This is a Mars Performance bumper. $599 or $499 plus shipping. Plastic, as you can tell, which is fine, but the fitment is absolutely horrible. This thing looks good now, the fitment, but they actually had to weld down some of the braces to help put this thing on. Some of the bash bar, they had to actually weld it down to fit this thing on properly. Now the shop did a fantastic job. This is Fleet Carrying Bar did this job, did a fantastic job of this thing, but unfortunately it just sits about that much further back than it should, because it's not OEM. Because finding an OEM one of these in Australia will cost you thousands, which is really unfortunate. The only other thing I've done is I painted these black and put some black grills on. They were like $20 from AliExpress or something. Obviously I don't want this thing to look rice or anything like that, but I'm also on a budget. As far as the maintenance I've done on this thing, I have new bushes on the front two wheels. I have serviced it twice, put new brakes on, slotted rotors. So as you can see, they're kind of slotted just on the front. The back didn't need doing. It's had the handbrake adjusted and new tires. That's pretty much it so far. It needs a new shield, weather guard here thingy, rubber strip. I've done the tinting. I put an exhaust on. It's pretty quiet still, but what can you do? So this is the M5 style bumper. This one is not Mars Performance, so hopefully the fitment is a little bit better, but this is going to get painted and fitted in July at some time, and hopefully it should look a whole lot better. This one has a diffuser that will sit here and only have a single exit exhaust on the left hand side, as these 540s actually came with no exhaust outlet on them. It was hidden underneath the car, so I've put one on the back, as I'll show you in a sec, and it's just a single dual tip but single side exit, which is pretty cool. It definitely looks better on the M5 with the 2 quad tip outlet, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. But to do that on a 540, you basically have to rebuild the entire trunk space and relocate the spare wheel, so it's really not worth it. Thing has not been started in a good month or so, so let's hear a cold start on it, and then Jeremy and I are going to head off. This is a very cold start on a 2002 BMW 540i. Another thing, I'm turning this down and it just decides to go up sometimes, which is just, you know, BMW electronics. But I want to put a really cool exhaust system on this at some point and hopefully get it to roar at loud RPM. But right now it is leaking oil, as a BMW should be. Come July, when it's getting the rear bumper painted, it's going to get fixed completely. New timing tensioner and that crankshaft oil leak fixed, and hopefully it should be a great, reliable daily driver for the time being. Although I have a feeling it has a coolant leak, which could be either a massive issue or just a pipe or a cap. So we'll find that out later, I guess. Let's go, let's head down the coast. This has absolutely no petrol in it. And stay tuned, tell me if you like this kind of content, because I want to do a little bit more car content apart from urban exploring. As much as I love it, it's just not feasible to do every single weekend, as we just don't have the locations. There's the big man. Hey. Kindly volunteered to wash my car. You want to see something cool? I was just having a look at it. You can see, ignore the paint, but all this. See this dark shit here? Yeah. And then under there, and it's leaking onto these lines as well. So it's got a valve cover gasket leak down there. That's just paint peel. But you can see the shiny shit down there, that's where it's leaking. So as well as the crankshaft leak and a possible coolant leak, or even at worst case blown head gasket, it has a valve cover gasket leak. Get the sponsorship.
Ceramic coat. Last 4 weeks.
That's fantastic. Give my car a ceramic coat while it's at it. BMW reliability, as I was talking about before. Beautiful to drive, beautiful car, but overly complicated and terrible seals, and doesn't last in Australian weather, because this heat combined with not driving it much and not regular super, I mean, I change oil every 5,000, but clearly it's not enough. You can see it's leaking. These were meant to have plastic sun strips, but they've just ripped off in the day while I've been driving. So what, you're so far out. Your solution's to use the fire hose. Yeah, this is Jeremy's beast. It's been on the channel before. This thing is an absolute pile of junk. So anyone that says Mazdas are reliable, these two cars are 100% equally as dog shit. Well, it's on its 3rd engine pretty much, and now it's also throwing codes again, combined with him not having his license anymore, which got suspended. It is not actually an SP23, it is a base model, but that is a door off an SP23 because the original door was very damaged. So this car is on its 3rd engine. It could be fucked again, but we don't know because he hasn't driven it. So he might just have to get it scanned and a bunch of other stuff checked. Otherwise, it drove fine. No smoke coming out the back, no overheating as of now, but I guess we'll see. So if you follow us on TikTok, you would have seen a few months ago, we actually did a deep clean of an E46 that we found that was abandoned at my friend's place pretty much. And the E46 has been sitting in CarPro Miranda for roughly like 3 months now, would you say? It's had a heap of work done, and hopefully Jeremy can pick it back up soon and we can give it a look and see how it runs. Satisfy you people that are here for our usual exploring and adventures, we are heading to some bunkers, which we've been to like a million times but never done a proper video in.
The millionth video actually.
The millionth video here, yeah, but the most recent one at the same time. So
this one's gonna have Derelicious's first video.
Yep, I will link Jeremy's YouTube channel above and in this video somewhere, and look in the description. He hasn't posted yet, but he will, won't you?
Maybe.
Maybe, we'll see. The view here,
What?
it's a must do, honestly. Jeremy, what do you mean?
Someone's ripped out all the fucking cables.
Someone's ripped out the cables to the lights here. Right, that light's fucking good, eh? So since Jeremy's the only one with a light, we're gonna follow him. It's actually a dungeon. Legit. It's where Jeremy keeps like... We got some company in here today. What are you worried about? Jeremy's running. It's like all sketched out for no reason. So these are old World War II bunkers, but they're fun to fuck around in. You can see how much they've been tagged up. So you used to be able to get out down here. You can in the other, yeah, you can in the other side. You used to be able to get this side as well.
We gotta go to the secret bunkers here.
The secret bunkers. Oh, there's more. This place is certified haunted for sure, as you can hear all the voices in the background.
Stop the cow!
Yeah, it's a ghost. Definitely a ghost. So all these little rooms, they don't actually go anywhere, as you can see. Just filled with graffiti. So we're going further into these tunnels, somewhere I've never been, following Jeremy. I don't have a light of my own. Oh, yeah. That's all, that's just literally where it goes, Rip. Thought it went further in, but I guess not. It always feels like somebody's watching me. Oh fuck! Oh my god! These bunkers lead to this fucking sick lookout, as you can see.
This is what the TikTok's of.
Yeah. Wait, what TikTok?
They were making a TikTok best lookouts. Secret.
I'm not making a best lookout TikTok. As you can see, this just is the best lookout. End of story.